Hey guys, sorry about that. I wanted to do a quick video just as a follow-up, something I left out of my first video. I wanted to mention a couple of things. First of all, about the number 612, which I talked about at length in that video, but also something else about the name of the shooter that they gave us, and why I think it's more reason to think that there's some other forces behind the shooting than what the news would lead you to believe. First of all, another theory on this 612 number and why it's so coded into shootings. Now, on my calculator, I have this cipher called Jewish ordinal, which is the same as Latin or Jewish gematria, but instead of extending the numbers, 1 through 10, 10 through 100, 100 through 900, this simply numbers it 1 through 27. Now, in this method, the word shooting equals 102. This stands out to me because in English gematria, anything that sums to 102 will then have a Sumerian value of 612. So maybe this is a case for another method where they're taking the Latin or Jewish alphabetic order and multiplying this by 6. I would think it's not a very significant cipher. Certainly one I wouldn't talk about. I don't even really ever mention the Jewish ordinal cipher anymore, but occasionally there are some things that stand out with it. The other thing I wanted to quickly touch on is how when I first started searching for information on this shooter, I typed in Mohammed Saeed just to start, his first and middle name. And what I ended up seeing instead was this guy. Now, if you're in at least your mid-30s like I am, you may remember this guy back from the Iraq War in 2003. He was also known as Baghdad Bob, or as his viral sensation name was, Comical Ali. And this guy was a spokesman for the Iraqi government. And as the U.S. troops were about to invade the city, he's saying that the U.S. troops are all committing suicide and that they'll be retreating in no time while the building is like literally shaking from bombs. So I thought it was strange that we get this shooter from Saudi Arabia, and then, there's this guy who has, a really close name. I mean, his name is Al-Shahaf. Here we have Al-Shamrani. And notice the spelling difference. Now, even on Wikipedia, if you go way back, this has been the case ever since this page was created. And it wasn't just something I did for this video. The name Muhammad is spelled M-U and then A-D up here. But down there, it's spelled M-O and then E-D. And the name of the shooter that we got today was this kind of spelling. So, let's measure from his birth date, July 30th, 1940. Apparently this guy's still alive. And if we measure from his birthday, we find that today's shooting is 129 days later. And this was virtually the number I led off with when decoding this shooting. The governor was in office for 10 months, 29 days. The mayor of Pensacola for 12 months, 9 days. The date, which is 12/6. 6 is an upside down 9. It's also 12 months and 9 days before the next total solar eclipse. This was a number that was heavily coded in this. So how appropriate that 129 days after the birthday of Baghdad Bob, whose name is very similar to the shooter. Also interesting that his gematria, well, first of all, in the base 4, it has a lot of overlap with the word Masonic. 74, 403, 115. Masonic, 74, 115, 43. Masonry equals 33 in reduction. Remember Saddam Hussein? His name's summing to 137, which is the 33rd prime number, right? And if you take Saddam Hussein's full name, it sums to 303 in the alphabetic order. Notice how it sums to 123 in reduction. These are the same values as crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Jesus said to have been crucified at age 33. And this man died on the date 12/30, or 12/30, like his name. 12/30. How appropriate. Oh, interesting. And then when you so when you spell the name with MO and then ED, just like the name of the shooter in this story from today, notice how it sums to 398 in Jewish Gematria, which is the same as Saudi Arabia, 398. This guy from Saudi Arabia. And then check this out. 162, alphabetic order. Again, the same 3 digits that are important to this. 126, 612. Doesn't seem to matter what order they're arranged in. So, there you have it. Just a little bit more I wanted to share with you guys. But, definitely something worth doing another quick video on. All right. Thanks for popping in real quick, everybody. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you again soon. Adios.